Can you give an example of conflict theory? Have you ever wondered how social and economic inequalities shape crime and the justice system? Let's break down conflict theory and see how it plays out in real life. Conflict theory in criminology suggests that crime arises from the disparities between different social groups. It highlights how power and wealth differences create conflicts that impact laws and crime rates. One striking example of this theory is found in the United States drug laws. The laws surrounding crack cocaine and powder cocaine illustrate a significant disparity. Crack cocaine, which is more prevalent in low-income and minority communities, faces much harsher sentencing laws. In contrast, powder cocaine, often used by wealthier individuals, carries lighter penalties. This situation leads to disproportionately high incarceration rates for Black Americans. The laws seem to serve the interests of the powerful, targeting marginalized groups, instead of addressing broader social issues. Another clear example is the treatment of white-collar crimes versus street crimes. Wealthy individuals or corporations committing fraud or embezzlement often receive lighter punishments compared to those involved in street crimes like robbery or burglary. This difference shows how the criminal justice system tends to favor the wealthy, protecting their interests while penalizing the less privileged more severely. Additionally, aggressive policing tactics, such as stop and frisk, disproportionately affect minority and low-income communities. Conflict theory interprets these practices as tools used by those in power to control marginalized groups rather than simply ensuring public safety. The theoretical roots of conflict theory can be traced back to Karl Marx and his ideas about class struggle. It views crime as a product of ongoing conflict between the working class and the wealthy elite. Laws and criminal justice institutions are seen as mechanisms created by the powerful to maintain their dominance and economic interests. For instance, street crime among the poor can be viewed as a response to social marginalization and economic inequality. The legal system's focus on punishing these crimes helps maintain the existing social order rather than addressing the root causes of crime. In summary, conflict theory provides a lens through which we can understand crime and deviance as outcomes of social inequality and power struggles. Real-world examples, such as sentencing disparities in drug laws, unequal treatment of white-collar versus street crimes, and policing practices that disproportionately target marginalized communities, highlight the connection between crime and broader social conflicts.